Hi everyone, greetings from NSN Hyderabad. And I'm sure you have been watching all the videos, the video conversations we have been doing with the CEOs of sector skill councils in India. And today in the series, we have the next one. This is with Mr. Mohit Soni, who is the CEO of Media and Entertainment Skill Council. So, welcome to this chat, Mr. Mohit, and we are really privileged to have you in this session.
Thank you, ma'am, and very good afternoon to everyone. And it's always a pleasure to interact with you and be there with NSN.
Thank you so much. So let's get started with a few things that we would like to know more about the Sector Skill Council, particularly in today's context, where it is inevitable for us not to talk about COVID. So I would like to know more about how things are getting affected and how are you managing during the crisis with, let's say, skills and jobs in this sector.
So I would say COVID, ma'am, has been a disguise for everybody, certainly, and it has affected the entire economy, the entire ecosystem. But when I talk about in specific media and entertainment as an industry by and large, I would say some of the subsectors, yes, have surely been affected. But if you look into the wider perspective of it, I think this time has been the time of content consumption. Every content consumer has also become a content creator now,
Yeah.
and that is the fun and that is the learning which they have got during the time of COVID. I'm sure you would have noticed that the consumption of your WhatsApp or the consumption of your OTT platforms, your television, whatever channels you watch,
Yeah.
short films have started pulling in. So I would say that the content has really outruled anything and everything at this point of time.
Right.
And the good part is that as other sectors have contributed in supporting the lifeline of people during this tough time of COVID. I think media has been one sector which has been keeping them engaged, excited, thrilled, and at least out of the worry till the time the people are watching those films. So I'm sure if you look into the market which has gradually developed on OTT, the market which has gone on digital filmmaking, the market which has gone on gaming, has really evolved over the period of time. And during this time of COVID, there has been high number of vacancies which have been rolled by these production houses, gaming studios, animation studios, and that's what made us to do a lot of virtual job fairs. In
Yeah.
fact, I would like to bring to the notice of all people who are watching this video is that we did over 800 plus virtual job fairs, and we're able to place 10,000 plus candidates during this tough time of COVID. And trust me, the demand is not going down. The demand is increasing day by day, and we are trying to support all our production houses, all our big studios and mid-sized studios to identify and nurture the best talent available in the market right now. So yes, there has been ups and downs, but primarily the industry has been able to come out of the impact crisis and been able to do something much better.
Okay, so that's very encouraging to hear as we are all going through this a very tough phase. But then, as you said very rightly, OTT platforms have taken over entertainment and also media and social media. All these are also playing a very important role. And of course, content is the king or the queen or whatever we want
Yes,
to say.
yes.
So, in this kind of a scenario now, how do you think we can ensure that skilling can be a continuous thing without any break, and people really get the right people, the organizations or the companies who are looking for employees, they get the right people? Because as you said, the industry demand is really high and they cannot work with people who are semi skilled or unskilled.
So one good thing, ma'am, which happened because of the industry needing people and the training institutions looking forward for placements was that they both connected very effectively.
Okay.
And MESC as a bridge was able to bring both of them closer, where we were able to do very, very short modules, specified training programs
Hmm.
based on the specific industry requirements across the network of our training institutions.
Okay.
Another good thing which has really helped MESC in bringing support towards the entire training and the production ecosystem is the launch of our platforms Vidyadan and Creative Warriors.
Hmm.
So what we did was we were able to bring the best of the experts from India and international to deliver training programs completely free.
Yeah.
We did over 300 plus training programs during this COVID time, and we were able to touch base with 2 lakh plus people who
Mm.
have been benefited because of these free training modules. We are continuing the momentum and we are trying to support them on all those areas which are heavily in demand, whether it is social media optimization, search engine optimization, digital marketing, advertising, gaming, all those areas where the demand has been significantly high. We have continuously been striving to bring those best professionals from the industry, give these candidates an upskilling and a fresh skilling modules so that they can, at the end of the day, get some good placements done up or start up their own function as a freelancer or as a self-motivated person. So
Yeah.
that's been something which has been a great benefit which we have been able to develop over the period of time. And I'm sure with the demand increasing for this content, we will certainly be rolling it out, not just from these following subsectors which we have been doing, but bringing in much wider spectrum to it.
Yeah, that's very nice to know. And also, we see that your Sector Skill Council, I think perhaps is the only one which regularly uses social media, leverages it so very well, to keep updating people. Like you mentioned, hundreds of training programs, and you invite a lot of people who are, giving talks and motivating the youngsters. So I guess this has already helped a lot of people to connect with your sector. And I think as a sector also, it's a huge umbrella kind of a sector which encompasses, believe me, so many subsectors. On the one
Thank you,
hand,
ma'am.
entertainment. On the other hand, you have the media. So in between these two, I think this sector also has a huge scope for what we known as gig jobs, gig working style. Like I think this is something which is really spurring the gig economy in a very big way. So to prepare people for such jobs, how is it that you are taking help from, let's say, online learning, blended learning kind of initiatives? What are some of the programs that you are currently offering, from the Sector Skill Council or from your training partners?
So, ma'am, apart from the technology platforms and the technology modules which we have been offering,
Yeah.
I am sure you will notice that over the last couple of months, we have started getting into regional episodes.
Okay.
So, what we are doing now is, if it is a region which is more of Telugu speaking or Tamil speaking, the training programs are getting conducted in the regional languages. That's one. The second is we are focusing in a wider segment on bringing programs which can help somebody develop as a freelancer or as an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you notice, today's session which we are doing is primarily on how to build up a startup, in this industry. So that is one thing which we are doing. On the other side, we have also established 11 center of excellences,
Mm-hmm.
which we actually call as center of excellence and creative entrepreneurship.
Okay.
These training centers work as an incubation and an innovation facility for budding entrepreneurs, startups, and those people who actually want to understand how they can get into IP creation, fundraising, zero budget marketing. So all these modules are completely available with us, and we are constantly keeping people, learning on those things till the time the centers doesn't open up. Yes, it is a combination of live classes as well as a lot of recorded sessions. But
Yeah.
what we are doing on the other side is that next month we are bringing a platform ideally for the budding entrepreneurs. So,
Okay.
like we have been doing job melas virtually, we are doing a consortium of funding and investment guys come on board and see the concepts of different candidates who wish to raise minor, funds, maybe anything between 10 lakh to a crore, is basically the micro funding which we will be able to offer through our partners who are interested in taking up new startups and promote them in a big way. So I think that platform will really be able to help in the promotion of gig economy further and possibly give these people a chance to showcase their talent globally, in fact.
Yeah, I would say showcasing talent and also creating jobs for others. And it
Yes,
sounds more
yes.
like a pitching platform where you get a lot of people, who are connected with the ecosystem. That's so fantastic to hear about this industry, as we know that this has huge scope to attract many people, unlike other industry sectors where it is not so aspirational to, get trained or look for a job. Whereas this is something which I think is also, it has, like we just said, gig economy and working from home is also a big, thing about this industry, because I think if they have a good laptop and a good internet connection, data connection, I'm sure they can do a lot of work from home,
Yes.
and maybe suitable for women as well, who might have some constraints. So that's really fantastic to hear about this entrepreneurship promotion that you have plans for. It would be nice if we get to know more about it in the coming days from you.
Sure, sure, man.
Yeah,
Sure, man. We'll
another
keep you posted.
important aspect of this Sector Skill Council is that you have been doing wonderfully well in the skills competitions, as we had a winner last time in World Skills. So what is your plan for India Skills, which is currently getting postponed because of the present situation? So how are you, keeping people engaged and motivated and enthused to take part in the competitions?
So what we have done, ma'am, is that we have started a lot of modules
Mhm.
for assessment of self analysis, or assessment of self skills, primarily for the candidates who have registered for India Skills. We have also done a lot of sessions with different experts from national and international background to let them understand how this entire competition happens nationally and internationally. There
Mhm.
have been a lot of technical sessions which have been conducted. We are giving them a lot of sample question papers, doing a lot of assessment programs for them. That's one. Second, our network of the training centers which have been primarily focusing on training the candidates for India Skills oblique World Skills have been significantly working closely with a lot of states to support them in training the trainers, in identifying the need and the analysis of the skill sets which the students are primarily looking forward to upskill. And those are the areas which we are constantly working. So the good part is that all candidates who registered on the portal till date have been constantly kept engaged with all these exercises. We are trying to keep them motivated, excited, and at the same point of time upskill them so that tomorrow when India Skill happens at whenever the time, these candidates are prepared to handle that competition, even if they have to match on with the international people coming from other countries and participating in the competition.
Okay.
So the strategy behind preparing these candidates is well created, and it's getting implemented in the right direction. We have now started also looking at introducing a new technology called IDT, a new skill set called IDT in our media subsector. So I think that's another area which we are working on. So time being, what we are doing primarily is one side we are working on upgrading the candidates. On the other side, we are trying to develop a huge pool of trainers and jury members who
Mhm.
can be then utilized later in the time to upgrade themselves and represent India as a master expert or maybe a skill expert in the later time. So that's the two areas which we are primarily focusing on right now.
Yeah, I think that's much needed. Like you said, keeping them engaged and keeping them excited till the time the competitions happen, because
Right.
this is such a new thing in India still, the idea of skills competitions. And also, we see that very often you keep using various channels to keep the youngsters, informed about various skills for which they can compete in this particular sector. Already you have mentioned quite a bit about how you're taking steps to attract youth, especially very young people, to this sector. But I would still ask you, as my last question, what would be your advice to young professionals who are yet to join the workforce in this sector, and how would you convey the importance of skilling to them?
So, ma'am, I would say this one sector which does not look at anything apart from skills and creativity. It doesn't matter what qualification you have, what background you come from, what language you speak, it doesn't matter at all. Even those people who are specially abled have been able to do wonderfully well in this industry. So I think what really the industry looks forward is a lot of patience, a lot
Mhm.
of observation skills, and a lot of, I would say a willingness to learn and upskill, because this is one sector which has evolved from a black and white cinema to a virtual cinema now.
Yeah.
It has changed. So everything in this sector keeps on evolving, and this has been the lifeline of why this sector is still alive. When picture halls were not opened or cinema halls were not opened, we switched to television. Now after television there is OTT. Forget the OTT is being watched on the televisions, it's being watched more on the mobile phones today.
Right.
The content is getting consumed on various technology platforms. So I think the candidates in this industry who are coming in have to be very self motivated. They have to know that this is one opportunity where they have a lifetime career and there is no retirement in this industry.
Yes.
Second thing is that they have to be very very self driven in upskilling themselves constantly,
Yeah.
because the moment you don't upskill, you become obsolete in this sector. The third component which they have to understand is this is a complete skill based industry. So certainly your learning is not theoretical, your learning is on hands, your learning is on the job, and your learning is basically something which has to improvise from a national quality to an international quality, and that's how your income sources increases. So salaries, remuneration, packages is no question in this industry. The only thing is how well knit, how well connected you keep yourself, how updated you keep yourself, and what is the kind of the connections you are able to establish in the industry. will make a significant difference. And for all of these areas, I think MESC will support them in whatever best possible way we can, and keep them engaged, keep them excited, as I used earlier, and keep them also involved with the industry so that their talent, their skill sets are very well acknowledged and rewarded for.
Yeah. Yeah, for all of you here who was watching this conversation, I would also like to tell you MESC does a lot of recognition of prior learning certification as well. Because as Mr. Mohit was just saying, there could be a lot of skills which you already have, but if you need a formal certification, that's one of the ways. And second important observation I would like to share is today we also see a lot of YouTubers who create a lot of content,
Correct.
and they are earning a lot of, they're earning a decent sum, I would say, from YouTube channel or any such media where you can show your talent. So you see there is a huge scope here, as Mr. Mohit was just saying. But what is important is continuous learning, skilling and upskilling. This is the secret which he has now shared openly with all of us. So let us look forward to Media and Entertainment Skill Council as a guiding factor here, and take their help and go ahead.
And
And
before we end this, ma'am, I wish to also bring to your notice that MESC is coming up with their National Creative Aptitude Test called MCAT. We have got 400 plus training institutions partner in it, and we are going to be offering up to 100% scholarships for candidates who are interested in taking up a career in M&E sector. The more details can be found from our website, mescindia.org. But that's a scholarship thing which any candidate from any background can really avail for in getting into the best of the training institutions nationally we have.
okay, this is really like a feather on the cap. You're coming up with so many interesting initiatives for the young people. So I hope you make a note, all of you. We will also share some information in the description box of this video so that it becomes easy for you to visit the Sector Skill Council relevant page and find out more about it. So thank you again. Thanks a lot. And we would like to be in touch with you and keep ourselves updated about the various interesting things that are happening in the media and entertainment sector in India. Thanks again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You just watched this interesting and enlightening conversation with Mr. Mohit Soni, who is the CEO of Media and Entertainment Skill Council. And I hope you found it useful and also very informative in case you are interested in this sector, in case you are interested in getting trained or going in for courses which will help you fulfill your dream of contributing, to media and entertainment. And in case you are a very creative person and you have various interests, please go through the links that are shared in the description box. You might be able to learn more about this sector. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be ensured that you'll get all the updates, and regularly you'll be able to watch our videos the moment they are published. And please hit the bell icon to be updated and to be notified as and when we publish interesting videos that might help you in skilling, learning, being employable, and also trying your hand at entrepreneurship. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, Madhuri, signing off for today. I look forward to be in touch with you. Thanks again.